We do this together, no matter whatever. We tougher than ever. Time to show them.
There's a brand new album dropping. It dropped already or it dropping soon?
It drops tomorrow.
It dropping tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Kick Off from the one and only MX Prime, and he's here with us in studio.
Morning, my brother.
Good morning, sire. How are you?
All is well.
Happy Father's Day in advance.
Same to you, my brother.
Thank you very much. How you doing?
Cool.
Tell me about this album. The inspiration for it. I mean, we know he's a football man.
Well,
He's a
everyone knows
sportsman.
that by now.
Yeah,
A sportsman.
he's a
but
sportsman.
Football in particular
Yeah.
has a special place in my heart. I looked at the football calendar and I said, you know what? This was right after Carnival. I said, you know what? Maybe I need to put out a football EP. And then, you know, an EP is usually like 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
And then I said, okay, let me get another. And then another came. And before you knew it, I said, maybe this is an album. So I reached out to Shaka Hislop, and he's featured on the album
You
as well.
lie.
Yeah, so I dropped that for the nation. So please go and listen to Kick Off when it releases tomorrow, please God. It is really about the love for the game, the beautiful game as we know it. And no time like the present with us heading to the Gold Cup.
Yes.
The FIFA Club World Cup Championship start this weekend. And we are also in the final round of World Cup
Qualification, yes.
Yeah.
We in the second round of the World Cup qualification, and we in a Group B there. How you feel about that?
When you look at it, it looks simple because
I don't find so.
we know Curacao
Right.
football has gone back up.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, we know that Bermuda is a tricky team.
Yeah.
Jamaica,
don't
we've
play neither.
always had a very nice relationship with them on and off the field. But the last time showing at the Unity Cup, they edged us out 3-2.
But that was the unfit version of the team.
Yeah, well,
now we are a little bit fitter.
Yeah, because both teams are missing players.
Yeah.
Right, and in this new format, because we don't have to play the U.S.,
Yeah.
Mexico, or Canada, which would have been tough for anybody, right? But it's going to be giving everyone hope to qualify.
Tell me what are the things that trigger the songs that come to you for this album? When it comes to, you mentioned things like hope, you mentioned things like competition, you mentioned the football and the feeling of the frenzy.
I think it started with one song called Straight to the Goal.
Okay.
I came up with that last year or so. And then I said, you know what? How about if you just see how many football-themed songs you could come up with? And in the spirit of the game, togetherness, unity, camaraderie, inclusivity, diversity, all these things come together when you go to a match.
Yeah.
Different walks of life, religion, political, no matter what. When we all assemble in that place to support your team, it's do or die. So for me, the title of the songs and all, they tell the story.
Yeah. Is it important for you to maintain support for our local team, or is it that you just like the game? So whoever playing good football, you're there for that.
I love good football, but I always emphasize supporting our whether it be cycling, football, netball, just support TTO straight.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, I feel good to know that the football is going through a revival, right? A resurgence, and the guys and they are hungry and they are talented and they're together. And I think that this, from coming out of qualification, going into the Gold Cup, I think the next 2 weeks are going to be exciting.
Yeah. It's Sunday we have the next game, right?
Yes. Our opening game is against the USA.
Against the USA
Yes.
for the Gold Cup. With all the bacchanal going on, how do you feel about the World Cup being held in the US?
I think a lot of us are going to be happy that the World Cup is so close. I mean, there are a lot of Trinis, a lot of Caribbean people living in the US and Canada. So it's going to be a bacchanal.
Yeah.
Right? A lot of us are going to be there.
Other bacchanal happening
Ain't
now.
other bacchanal, but let's focus on us going there, being safe, abiding by the laws.
That is the part.
Right?
That is the part.
Don't break nothing. Don't get nobody mad. Right? Don't be the typical treaty. Sit where your ticket says.
You're
say
supposed
you were
to
supposed to
sit.
sit.
Yeah.
Don't say, well, that treaty's over there. So all of us sitting down in the same place. No, it don't work like that.
Yeah. When you buy a seat, you have to sit down by that seat.
So, but it's going to be eventful.
Now, Max, I'm horrible at ears, right? But the year that you did the Fighter, Soca Warriors,
That would have been 20 years ago.
20 years ago now.
21 if you think.
Now, to this day, right, if that song is 21 years old, to this day, that song is still played when we think of the Soca Warriors, when we're about to go into battle for any game. Like, whole day, the other day on the radio, it was playing. People listen to the song. How does that make you feel in terms of capturing that essence of what was going on the ground and inspiring it? Because you did it before we actually qualified.
Yes, I actually put out the record while we were trying to qualify. We played 3 games and we only had 1 point, and people were telling me, why are you putting out this song? We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But I always had the faith and belief in the guys. When we did qualify, my mom called me and she said, son, you know I'm proud of you every single day. But you see today, because the love you have for the game. I remember I came home late one afternoon. I was in standard 5. I came home minutes to 6. And she was just by the door fuming.
Yeah.
And when I told her, I met Ron Laffrey. I said, a guy with a jerry curl and a gold teeth. And he was just raising this ball and he put it behind his neck. And she just got consumed with his story. She just smiled and said, go inside. And her and Ron Laffrey are great friends. Every time he sees me, he say, how mommy going?
Yeah.
Oh, I met mommy the other day. Right? So if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't know about it. Right?
Well, that's a good thing to start in terms of referencing how long you've been a fan, a supporter of the game.
Yeah.
When it comes to that feeling of encompassing the mood of our country and helping us to feel motivated, do you feel like it's reflected back at you when you perform the song, that song or any of the others that we have coming up, you know, any of the songs that make you feel like Trinidad and Tobago, I'm doing this for you to support and help to give you that support, and do you feel like you get it back?
I think, yes, you know, but for me, I don't really worry about if I'm getting that love back. It's about giving love.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, we think about what we're getting, but we need to focus also on what our contribution is supposed to be at the time. So my mission is to go out there, drum up support for the team in that moment. It ain't about me. It's about the movement.
Yeah.
It's about what we want to get accomplished on that day and the other days.
What keeps you motivated to say I'm going to continue to support in this team, even if we lose a match?
Because life full of ups and downs, right? And every day, sun would be shining brightly.
As we can see
as
outside.
we can tell, right? So for me, you know, it's always consistently showing up. Just like all good parents, right? They can't give you everything, but they consistently show up. And I want to take the opportunity to wish all the fathers a happy Father's Day.
You had to get them more than that. You can't just, you had to get them a message for the Father's Day, man.
Oh boy, a father is so important in life.
Which camera
Right.
are you in? This one?
So important in life to
This
have
one.
a father.
Right.
Right. For me, you know, my dad stood up with me. He was the one that said, along with mommy, but him being a man saying, I don't think you should be in an office. You're the one supposed to be out there doing the creative work. I don't see that in you. Be the best you.
Yeah.
And he was always there to encourage. No matter if, you know, mom and him weren't together, right? I always felt that closeness with him. So fathers, we are important.
Very much so. Max, happy Father's Day to you again, sir.
Give
All the
thanks,
best.
Daddy.
Yay. Wait, before we wrap up, where you get this hoodie? I need one.
I got this from my good friend Selwyn Melville. Right, he gave me a blue and also a red.
Where again? One?
Right, I think I need to give you Selwyn's number.
Selwyn, we had a talk because that real hard, and I feel like if I go and support, I need some gear to support.
Come on.
Come on. Max, we want to get a little taste from the new album, please.
Tomorrow, we launch the album at Hot Shots, Crown Street, Tacarigua, from 5 p.m. to 8. Come out in your football regalia, your gear.
Yes.
5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And right after that, the first game of the Club World Cup begins.
All right, fantastic.
So that's the pre-party.
So can we have a little taste of the new album?
Yes, man.
Because I know you released one song off of it
One
so
song,
far.
yeah.
Is it released officially?
It's released, yes.
Okay. Because I know I get it before it was supposed to be out, so I just
Well,
checking to see.
You got it because I sent it out.
Well, okay, nice. That's what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new one from Maximus Prime. We got MX Prime that we're going to be dropping.
It's cool.
It's slip of the tongue, so it does go. But I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference. moments today now because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we most definitely can achieve. On behalf of Ayanka, Will, Natasha Lake, and the entire team here at TTT Marocos, wishing you a beautiful day. Have a great weekend. Happy Father's Day. Please do something special for daddy or for the men in your life. MX, take us to the top.
Let's go.
Came there, I'm on my way, I'm on the way, let's play. Hey, hey, hey. Meet me at the stadium, find me in the stadium, shouting in the stadium, blow them horns and play the drums, play the drums. Oh, 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 oh. Voices, voices, we got to hear some voices, 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 singing along, supporting, jumping, jumping, get off the seat and join in, jumping, jumping, I know you're feeling something, bring out your pride, we unified, oh, certified, can't be denied, oh, multiply, maximize, oh, tell me the date, tell me the place and time, meet me at the stadium, find me in the stadium, shouting in the stadium, blow them horns and play the drums, play the drums. Oh, 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 oh. We do this together, no matter whatever. We tougher than ever. Time to show them, time to show them. We come to get louder, no whistle and powder, with vigor and power, all the way to the end. Unto victory, unto glory, whoa. For your team and for your country, whoa. Show them we crazy and we rowdy, whoa. Tell me the date, tell me the place and time. Meet me at the stadium, find me in the stadium, shouting in the stadium, blow them horns and play the drums, play the drums. Oh, 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 oh.
We'll be back, we'll be back.
Stadium, 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 stadium,
Yeah.
stadium, stadium. We by the stadium,
Watch out,
stadium. Bring out your pride, we unified. Oh, certified, can't be denied. Oh, multiplier, maximize. Oh, tell me the date, tell me the place and time. Meet me at the stadium, find me in the stadium, shouting in the stadium, blow them horns and play the drums, play the drums.